Notorious was the first hit without Andy and Roger. It was a time that Simon, Nick and I really had to batten down the hatches and reinvent the band. We couldn't make a record that sounded like the previous records. We were very lucky to have Nile Rodgers on board as a producer. I think there's an influence of Power Station in here too. And I think the other man that was a big influence on this song was Prince, who was playing in London at the time. He was at the peak of his powers, and I think that was what led Nick to ask Nile, what is that? You know, it's a James Brown movement. Dunk, 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 da-la-la, dunk, dunk, dunk. Nile showed him the movement. That's how we built the song. Kind of about the media, really. We were starting to get a real hard time in the press. Just that very intrusive, tabloidy stuff, particularly in London. When we started putting the show together for this tour, there was a couple of songs that Andy and Roger both really wanted to play that they hadn't played on before. Ordinary World was one, and this was the other. And the thing is that they totally own this song now. I like playing it live because it's a total performance song. You've got to be really on the beat. There's a lot of singing, so you have to be really present for it, which is where I like to be on stage. If my mind starts to wander, there's something wrong. So it became the title track of that album, which was the album that we tried to find our way. Warren played on the record, but it was very satisfying when it was a hit. It was the last one for a while though. A lot of fun to play live, actually. It's a good little bass and drum workout. And then Andy starts coming in, gets funky. It's great looking out and seeing Wembley filled to the brim with good-looking kids. It's an amazing sort of celebration, really. It was great having Sarah on the tour. I love singing with backup vocalists. You know, I love the fact that real singers don't mind me getting up close to them and singing out of tune in their ears. We do a lot of styles, you know. There's a trainload of difference between this and Hungry Like the Wolf or something. This is definitely where we put our sort of funk hats on. And then the next thing you know, we're doing some post-punk thing. But I think that's what keeps us interested. We wouldn't want to be playing the same kinds of music. Very showbiz, this part of the song. It's a little chic homage, I suppose. Now, money's worth out of that mirror ball, aren't we? Nick and I are just suckers for mirror balls. Studio 54, 70s, I love all that stuff. Nice lights. Get down.